their car.
Oh. I'm so used to there being a fucking ladder there.
Right? That's what I was. I came in there and I was like, where did it go? Hey.
What's going on? Honey, you can talk to me.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
stop it. Leave it till after he leaves. Oh,
okay, sorry.
hey.
Hello.
Don't break my heart, Saint Martin.
Don't say that to me. You know, it's kind of like, okay, so what I told Steve yesterday is everything that I've ever done up until this decision has always been for other people, right? Everything that I've ever done, I've put all my effort into the game, whether that be fandom or Manor, you know? And I think I finally realized I was doing it all for just other people, that I've lost the happiness. And I'm just looking to be happy again. You know?
Does the manor not make you happy?
I think it did, but then it didn't. And it's not anything that you did or anybody else did. I think I was a product of my own downfall, really. You know, whenever you approach me,
She's doing it's not you, it's me.
Whole, you know, very icy thing. I was excited for it, and then I guess when you're someone like me who, I don't know, maybe hears one or two things about maybe not being fit for that role, and I just say, you know what, maybe they're right. There's somebody else that can be better for that. And that's on me. And just like with everything else, you know, like I always give people my spot to go do things, and I just put people before myself way too much is what had happened. And that was my downfall. But it wasn't anything you did or anything. It was definitely more of me.
I don't think it helped that there's a lot more people in the manor than there was the Mandem.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I got too used to being in a smaller setting, you know?
I think there's also a sad reality that the way things have changed, just like city wise and just where we live, from what it was like back then to now, I think, if I'm being completely honest, right, I had to sacrifice a lot of things that I liked so much about the Mandem to attempt to succeed in the city as it is now. Like, to a certain extent, a lot of my actions and a lot of my decisions, I'm aware that those decisions might not be the best for like my friends within the group, or like the people who are more like family to me in the group. But a lot of my decisions are somewhat forced or guided to an extent to stay afloat, essentially. But it's like, I don't want you to ever, because there's a lot of people in the manor, right? But there's people in the manor who are members of the manor, and then there's my family. You was one of them. Like, I knew you before I knew how to fucking boost. I knew you before I knew how to fuck to rob a bank. I knew you before I'd ever shot nobody. Like, when I met you at Jay years and years and years ago, there's like a loyalty there than before. Like, whatever tag I wear, whatever flag's on my face, doesn't really matter, because we knew each other before all that shit. But I also know you've got people around that make you happy who you've known even before my time, right? And I will be lying if I said I didn't see this coming. Like, I think the last week's been pretty clear that you wasn't happy and it's a bit distant. And I did have a conversation with Gigi where I asked like what was going on and if she knew anything or whatever.
Yeah.
So I know the thing is, I feel like we've always had good communication, but I also know sometimes I do need to not pry things out of you, but at least open the door to the conversation, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't lie. I feel like I might have been avoiding it because if I probably would have stayed, you know. But I would still be struggling to be happy. Because, like, in a sense, I feel like what's the word I want to use? I feel like in a sense I'm like letting you down right now, you know? Because we've known each other for so long.
I disagree. I would actually argue that gang shit aside, I'm honestly happier that you're doing this, because I've known you that long to see you making a decision like this, a big decision that you're saying is like you finally doing what you want to do rather than what everyone else wants you to do. I'm not disappointed. Honestly, I'm proud of you for doing that. If that means you need to go be with someone else, then that's what you gotta do. Obviously, I'd rather have you here, and I wish that you could do those things here, but it's deeper than just like Manor or any of that stuff.
No, regardless of everything, like you're still gonna be considered my family, right? That's not gonna change ever.
It's the same on my
To be
end.
fair, that was you guys were like my first family, you know?
Anyone that was in the Mandem back then, or fuck, no, even beyond that, roadmen, like around those times, they're all like long-term family.
I guess I just wanted to let you know that it wasn't anything that you did. If you were wondering.
Do you feel like I could have done more to make you feel welcomed and in the right place?
No. I mean, to be completely honest, I think you did think you've done everything you could to make me feel like I was at home, you know. And like I said, I think it was just my own fault. I wasn't as assertive enough, or I let kind of let the voice in the back of my head kind of win, you know.
Yeah. Ah, this is a hard one for me, Saint.